Hey guys, I got a bit of a new video for you today. In this new high-level siege tactics series, I will be going over specific individual strategies that you can take into your siege matches to get an edge over your opponents. This first one I have for you I have nicknamed the Whirly Dirly, and it's something I only see a few high IQ players out there doing consistently, but I don't think it's that widely known or called out as a specific strategy that you can use. So this is how it works. In this video, the symbol labeled AH means allied hero, AU means allied units, and likewise for the enemy units and hero. The yellow line represents a corner where your units are out of sight. When using the strategy, ideally you have a charging unit and you are facing an enemy down an alleyway or somewhere where their vision is a little obscured. What you want to do is have your units out of sight, and then while on horseback, you want to run past the enemy hero and units with your hero, while simultaneously calling your units around the corner and charging them into the enemy units. The goal with this is to have the enemy units turn around to face you while getting charged from behind for those nice juicy crits. This works best while playing Spear for the speed boost on horseback, and fast cav like Keshigs or Hussars to charge from behind, or even Cataphracts for their cover commander ability to charge around the corner. Now that we've discussed the theoretical application of the strategy, let's take a look at some gameplay on how to apply this in your games. In this first clip, I start moving my Cataphracts towards the enemy hero as I distract him by going around the corner, forcing him and his units to come back around the corner to find me. As he is turning around, I'm calling my Cataphracts towards me, allowing me to easily wipe out his entire unit of Palace Guards from behind in seconds while only losing a single unit. I go on to kill a few Namkhan archers that just spawned in before going back and healing. Sometimes you can get a bit lucky and the enemies already have their attention elsewhere, so you can just cut out the middleman and cover commander or charge straight into the backs of the enemies without having to distract the enemies yourself. Other times, the enemy hero might not even be there, but you can still use this tactic to get a frontal charge while you get crits on the enemy units from behind with your hero. In this clip, I first charge into some undefended spearmen, and then go on to do the same thing against some javelin sergeants, allowing my cav to get his guys out of formation so that we can pick off the units easier with more crits. These next two clips show off the combo with Cataphracts pretty well. In the first one, I run around amongst all these sword units, distracting the enemy heroes while my Cataphracts cut through a swath of units on their way back to me. In this other clip, I get this guy to fully turn around with his javelins. Unfortunately, I only had half a unit left at this point, and some of my units' pathing got messed up, but I still managed to clean up a good chunk of the javelin sergeants before going down. In these next couple of clips, I'm using winged hussars, and I am able to swing around the enemy formations with my hero while their units are engaged and simultaneously charge my cav into them from the front while they are distracted, giving me a good amount of unit kills, and allowing me to crit their units from behind with my hero while my units charge from the front in this case. Now this is a great example of what not to do. You see, I had the right idea, but I got a little bit too ambitious, and I ended up jumping into a mosh pit of enemy troops and dying instantly. Although this trick is probably most effective playing Spear with cav units, you can still be effective with slower units and other weapons. In the next few clips, I'll show off some gameplay with slower units. In this first one, you'll notice the enemy hero even notices what I'm trying to do at the last second and is able to charge into my Sarags, although I still get the upper hand on him, only using 9 units from the engagement overall, which is pretty impressive versus condos and a Maul hero. This time we're using condos, and you can see that I run past this unit with my hero, distracting the enemy shortbow and making him fall back. In this case he's a ranged hero, so the real benefit comes from zoning him away from his units and making it harder for him to micro them, letting us easily kill the whole unit while taking minimal damage ourselves. This isn't a tactic limited to only melee units either. In this clip you'll see there's 5 enemy heroes on point, and I just need to stall them for 1 minute for our team to win. So I set up my Namkhans in a straight shot position, and then I go run behind all the enemy heroes so they try to attack me while my archers pelt them in the back. You see their health start to drop fast. I pick up a kill on the short sword, and I do end up dying, but I was able to stall the enemy long enough for reinforcements to arrive, securing us the win in this game, as well as a couple hero kills for myself. I hope this guide was helpful to some of you, and you can use this to get better in your own games. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below what high-level tactic you'd like to see next. See you on the battlefield.